Hi, welcome back to Bots to Lights. We're playing Ark Nova. You ready for round two? So I now want to get my moose and my bison in. This one needs 3 Americas. I've got that. And a size 5. So I could play the bison. Okay, let's do that. Let's start with the bison. Let's take the animals action. So animals 4, we can play 1 animal from our hand. That's all we want. So we're going to play the bison. It's going to cost 18. We got a -3 bonus, 15. And a size 5 enclosure. Earns us just 4 appeal. Takes us up to 33. But we gain 1 appeal for each America's icon in all zoos. Okay, so that's all zoos, not just ours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1 for our partner zoo, that's 5. That takes us up to 38. Wow, that was good. That was 9 appeal for the bison. That ends the action. Now, I think I'm going to take some more cards at this point, see what our options are. We can get the moose because we've got 2 ungulate icons. We've got 1 here and 1 here. And the moose is also a flock animal, and it may share the existing enclosure of a ungulate. So we could go in with the bison. It's going to cost us 19. We've only got 16. So we could get another partnership. We haven't got a sponsor yet. I'd like to get a sponsor down. None of these sponsors help me. 1 for reptiles, 1 for birds. This one's already past its max. So maybe we can draw from the deck and hope to strike lucky. So let's play cards. And we ignore the break. We're at 5, so it's draw 3, discard 1. Now these all go in our hands. So draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we get. We've got a greater rhea, an American alligator, and then 1 sponsor, talented communicator. Right, that might be the one we go for. Right, we've got to discard 1 card. We've got 2 North American cards here. We've got a rhea and an American alligator. An alligator's a reptile, but also rhea's a bird. What was those restrictions on the owl? Each time you play a bird icon into your zoo. Yeah. Or we could get rid of the petting zoo. Keep our options open on these America's cards. Alright, let's get rid of the petting zoo. I might regret it, but there you go. Guinea pig, you're out of here. You're a 0. We don't like you. Right, so that was draw 3, discard 1. This is my hand. This goes down. Okay. Just formal turns this round. I think we're going to go association this time, right? With a maximum value of 5. So we've got our worker. And we're going to go and get another partnership, I think. So let's go and grab Europe. Partner zoo in Europe, which is going here. Now, this one says, as a bonus, I can upgrade one of my action cards. And though I've not been doing it very much, I'm going to upgrade sponsors. So sponsors at level 2. So now I can play multiple sponsors card, and if I use the break, I gain twice as much money. Money is good. That's this action done. Right, next. Now I want to play my moose. So I'm going on the animals action. It's in the 3 spots. It's only 1 animal. I've got an X, which put it up to 4, but it's still only one animal. So I'm playing the one moose. And now I can afford it because it's a flock animal, may share the existing enclosure of an ungulate with 4+. So we've got one here. It's the American bison, so I can go in here with the bison. It needs 2 existing ungulate icons. There's one here, there's one here. And I need to pay 19 with a -3 reduction, 16. So that's 16. Actually, I got 17 money, so I had a little bit more than I thought. So that's 16 money. I've only got 1 money left. All right, now he's also got this multiplier, sponsors. Place a ×2 on your sponsor's action card, and I take 7 appeal. Here's the ×2. Appeal goes from 38 to 45. ×2 on the sponsors, and I'll show you that next. Right, that's animals complete. Because my next action is going to be a sponsor. And what this means is when I take the sponsor action, I can take it twice. And both are at strength 4. Right, so you take the 2 actions before you move it to the 1 slot. Okay, so sponsors. Place 1 or more sponsor cards with a maximum total level of X plus 1. X is 4, so 5. Which is good because the only sponsor I've got is a level 5. So it's a good job we upgraded. But also, this one requires a level 2 sponsor action from your hand or from within reputation range with additional costs. So what that means is, yes, I can play this from my hand, but I can also play a card directly from the display, but only within my reputation range, which is here. So if I wanted to play this one, I'd have to have a reputation up here, right? So, and then additional costs. So this one would cost 1, this 2, this 3, so on. Right, but as it goes, I'm playing this one. This one, so it needs 5. I've got 5s, 4 plus 1. And it needs a level 2 action card, which I've got. Right, let's do it. Talented communicator. Here we are. So what does this give us? This one allows us to hire 1 association worker, which is what this icon means. If you see this yellow immediate, that's an immediate. Grab one of your association workers. Brilliant. This brown stuff, this is final score effect. Right, so for 9 rep, I'll get an extra conservation. Remember, we're trying to boost up our appeal and conservation so they meet. So that will give us some extra points at the end. So not very helpful, but this is real good. I've now got 2 of my association workers in play. So that's my first one done. Second one, I don't have any more sponsors. There's nothing within reputation range. So for the second part, I'm actually going to break. It's in the 4 spot, so 2 times 4 is 8. I take £8. That'll do nicely. So I'm back up to 9. Then this moves to the 1 spot. Token gone. Right, I've got 1 more action. Now I do notice I've got an American alligator now, which is a reptile. There's a sponsor of reptiles up there, and there's another reptile here, which is the slow worm. So I could draw the slow worm. And he's a European, so I get him at a discount. Or I might want to make the most of my association worker, because it's the last action of the game, of the round. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to go association. It's only a 3. I quite like to take a university, so I'm going to use my X and make it 4. Perform 1 association task with a maximum value of 3 plus 1, 4. So let's go up here. And I could either take 2 research, 1 research and 2 reputation, or I could increase my hand size to 5 and take 1 reputation. I think I'm going to take the hand size one. Having such a small hand size limits your play a little bit too much. Right, there's no bonus here. Just place that one in. My hand size is now 5. My reputation goes up 1. And we've reached the break once more. Right, reputation is now 2. For the break, I've only got 2 cards in my hand. Then we get rid of the ×2. So this multiplier goes. We can't double our sponsor action anymore. We take back our workers. Slow one goes. That's a shame. As does the primate breeding program. This replenishes. Oh, we've got another reptile, the common agama. And we got the Waza Small Animals program. Okay, so that is a reason to increase your reputation. Let's get that sponsorship. Income is now on the 24 spots. Take 30, give 6 back. And then we've got 2 from our kiosk. And these all move back on the solo card. And then this token knocks out the next prize here. Okay. Now just before we begin the next round, I'm going to do something which is a little bit disconcerting for you. I'm going to show you the flip side to this board. I've been designing my own game, which happens to be a wildlife film game as well, where I've had cards in this orientation, but if everyone's sitting around the same side of the table, you may actually find the other side of the board preferable. But let me show you the other side and see how you like it. What do you think? Yeah, I guess if you're playing solo, it works better this way, but it's really neat that the developers thought to do it this way. Pretty cool, huh? Right, what am I going to do on my next turn? I'm conscious that my conservation is still not going up. I mean, an easy way to earn lots of points is to get these down. So I've got predators, primates, habitat diversity. Now at the moment, I've only got 2 continents. I've got the Americas and I've got Europe. Habitat diversity requires at least 3. I could get a 3rd here with the sloth bear, so maybe that's not such a bad thing. And it's got predator on here as well. And that would be 2 predators in my zoo, because we've already got the raccoon. Yeah. You can kind of stack these after a while because you really only need to see those icons. Yeah, that's the only thing that's really relevant from here on in. But they do look pretty, right? All right, let's go for our first action. And let's build. Let's build. We've got a level 5, but I only want a 3. There's no point wasting money, so let's pay £6. I want a 3. Now they're all the same shape, right? We don't have a 3 that's in a line. Well, that's okay. We're going to go here. Face down, and the icon we're covering says take a card either from the top of the deck or from within reputation range. Currently our reputation is on the second spot. It's on the second folder. Right? It doesn't have to be in the higher. Either of these 2 spots here is in folder number 2. The sloth bear is within reputation range. So I can take this card, place it in my hand. Now remember, we don't replenish until we've finished our turn because it wasn't a snap, right? So even when it's not a snap, we do have to replenish, but not until the end of your turn. I might have misled you a little bit on the first episode. You do replenish, you always replenish, but only on a snap do you do it straight away. All right, that goes. Now we replenish, okay? So it's kind of academic really, but timing can be really important, especially when you're taking double actions, right? That's the important point. Now I only want to play 1 animal. I want to push association up. I think this is what I want to do. Right, let's do animals. It's in the 4 spot. We're going to play the sloth bear, which is going to cost 14. And it needs a size 3 enclosure, so it's going in here. He earns me 6 appeal, and then he says after finishing the current action we can boost association. So my appeal is going up to 51, and I want to boost it up to the 5, not down to the 1. And that's the next action I'm taking. I might have done this wrong, or it might have been better to do cards first, then the sloth, then association. Yeah, this is the puzzle of the game, you see. This is the puzzle. I think it might have been better to do it that way. Hey, never mind. We'll see how this plays out. Right, we're doing association. It's a strength 5. And I want to go to the university. And I'm going to take this one. I'm placing it in a 2 spot, which lets me upgrade one of my cards. And I think I want to actually upgrade association. Yeah, because now I can go into this pink spot. You need a level 2 association card before you can take a 3rd or 4th partner zoo. This has also increased my reputation by 2. 1, 2, so I'm now up to 4. Opening up the 3rd folder, which has this extra sponsor. If I want to grab this though, it does have an additional cost of 3, which would leave me with 12. And if I wanted to play the alligator, he would cost me 18 minus 3, 15, which I've got, but I don't have an enclosure to put him in. Okay, this one goes down. 2 more actions left. What we're going to do, and this might seem like a bit of a waste, is we're going to take the X token action on animals. I'm going to do that, push that up to the 2 spot. Take an X token. And now with the last action, I can do associate again. I can exit from a 2 to a 3. So perform one or more different associated tasks with a maximum total value of 3. In addition, I can make a donation, and I may play conservation project cards from within reputation range. There aren't any conservation cards here. So let's take our association worker. We've got 3, so we can do this one or this one. We're going to go here. I'm going to take the Africa partnership, place it here. I can do this because I've already leveled up my association. This gives me another association worker, which is this bottom one. Then I may make 1 donation. It's going to cost me £5. And then I take one of my tokens from the supply. Red, I'm red. And I know it costs £5 because that's the lowest cost one here, right? So I cover up this £5 and I take 1 conservation point. I'm on this track. That's it. That's all I get to do. Okay, there we are. Now I feel like I probably did that wrong. I think I probably should have. I'm sure there are better ways of spending that 5 association, but there you go. You may play conservation projects cards from within reputation range. Yeah, there aren't any. Right, that goes back down. We filled up the last action of the round. I feel like I need to get this association action up to the 5 spot. Take a conservation. The 5 one here is a conservation project, and then fulfill one of these. Get my conservation token moving. I'm sure that's what we'll be doing next time. Okay, tea break time. Please move over. Rounds are getting shorter. This goes here. That's done, that's done. Take these back. do this. So the ducks finally go. Everything shuffles down. We have a herbivore breeding program. Oh, this is going to be good. That's ideal. Yeah, that's ideal. We got lots of these herbivores, right? Yeah. And then a New Zealand sea lion. An Australian predator. Okay, income. From the track, we're on 25. From our kiosk, it's still just 2. And that's it. Yep.